Good morning, all the students. This is your second practical of physics. This is nothing but it is the CRO1 practical. So it is the write-up which we are going to send you in the Google Classroom. So all of you have to write down this experiment in your journal. Okay. Now first of all, CRO. CRO is nothing but it is the cathode ray oscilloscope. So now I am going towards the apparatus. So here you can observe this is nothing but it is the CRO. All of you are able to see the various waveform on the screen of the CRO. Okay, so basically CRO क्या होता है? CRO is nothing but it is the cathode ray oscilloscope which is used as electronic measuring instrument in which you can measure the AC voltage, DC voltage, you can find the various waveforms, shape of the waveform. Okay, and with this CRO there is always one of the generator which is called as a function generator. So here from this function generator these are the range of the frequencies which are set over here, which starts at 1 hertz and maximum frequency which you can measure it is 1 megahertz. Okay, so at this moment I have set this frequency around 212 hertz. Okay, but according to your write up you have to first take the reading of a 200 hertz. So this practical basically divided into three parts. So सबसे पहला part जो है it is nothing but it is the calibration of the CRO. Calibration means what? Calibration means first of all you have to supply certain known frequency to the CRO and then you are going to measure that frequency on the CRO screen by measuring its horizontal distance. That we are going to discuss in the theory class also. Why we are measuring the horizontal distance? Because horizontal distance of this sine wave signal is related with the time, and you know very well frequency is nothing but it is the reciprocal of the time period. So what we are going to do over here in this first part, we are supplying 212 hertz here, but we have to adjust this frequency around 200 hertz. Now it is around 199, so almost approx to the 200 hertz. After adjusting this frequency, what you have to do, there are the two knobs you can see over here. This is the X shift and these are the Y shift. Y shift means the position along Y axis and X shift means along X axis. So what you have to do, you have to focus this peaks of the sine wave signals in such a manner you will be able to measure this horizontal distance. This horizontal distance you have to measure. So according to the readings you have to measure this distance. This one block यानी ये जो block आप screen पे देख रहे हो, it is just like a graph paper. Each block equivalent to 1 centimeter. So for the first reading, अगर 200 hertz you are taking, so you have to measure this distance. How much is the distance? At this moment you are not able to see, but if suppose you are performing it physically, you can easily observe this distance is around 2.4 centimeter. I can show you by moving this peak in the downward direction. These small lines are also there. You can observe these peaks are observing and these peaks are indicating the 2.4 centimeter. So by measuring this distance 2.4 centimeter in your first table of the write-up, you can observe for 200 hertz you have to note down the time based setting. Time based setting means what? Here in the CRO this 2 millisecond is the time base. TB जो लिखा है that is the time based setting. So you have to write down time based setting is 2 millisecond which you have to convert into second. मिली को second में convert करने के लिए आप क्या करोगे? Multiply to the 10 to the power minus 3. So after multiplying 10 to the power minus 3, you have to measure the spread of the sine wave. So just now I have told you that spread of sine wave is nothing but 2.4 centimeter. So you will write down 2.4 centimeter over here and then you will calculate the time period as well as the frequency. So this table we are going to upload in the Google Classroom also. So our first reading is 2.4 centimeter. You will calculate time period, you will measure the frequency. You have to take one precaution that this conversion should be there. Okay, so after this you will take second reading. Second reading के लिए आपको फिर से 300 adjust करना है. I will increase this f variable so that you will get the 300. Okay, so around 300 you will get this frequency. Again you will measure this distance, horizontal distance between the peaks. Okay, this horizontal distance you will measure between the peaks, which will come out to be 1.6 centimeter. Again you will make the calculations of a time period and the frequency. Okay, so in this manner these various readings which we have to take. Here you can observe for 400 Hz also 1.2, and for 500 also it is 1 centimeter. So this remaining calculations you have to do it on your own basis. So this is called as the first part of a CRO, which is nothing but calibration of the time base of a CRO. Understood this? Now after this we will go towards the second part. Second part is nothing but you have to determine the unknown voltage. Now for unknown voltage, what you have to do? You have to make the connections according to the circuit diagram. So here you can see this is the circuit diagram for the unknown voltage. You can observe in CRO there is always X and Y input. जैसे first part के लिए हमने Y को signal को लगाया था as shown in the video. Similarly here Y is connected to transformer. So obviously you have to remove this knob and you have to connect this transformer. I will show you the transformer over here. So here you can observe in this diagram as well as in the circuit, this transformer is connected. Okay, जैसे ही transformer on होता है, we know that there is a AC signal. So you will observe there is the AC signals. So for AC signals you have to take two readings. One is the 5 volt and 10 volt. You can refer the manual 5 volt and 10 volt. So I have adjusted here 5 volt. Now the voltage is 5 volt. So now I will again, by moving this Y shift and this distance we will keep in proper manner so that you can measure the vertical distance. Now all these things you are going to study in the theory. Okay, because why we are taking Y, why we are taking X for measuring the frequency, you should know. Okay, so here for measuring the voltage we are taking the Y distance. Now you can see over here this distance from peak to peak, पीक टू पीक, यानी अपर और लोअर साइड में जो पीक दिख रहा है वो डिस्टेंस आपको मेजर करना है. ओके, सो हाउ मच इज द डिस्टेंस? आई विल मेक दिस इंटेंसिटी quite lower so that it will be easy for you. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 centimeter. So Y distance is over here 8 centimeter for 5 volt. Now you have to only change this value by 10 volt. You can observe this is 10 volt, and for 10 volt again you will measure this distance. So it will come out to be 1, 2, 3 and 4 centimeter. Okay, so in this manner you will measure the Y distance, and remaining calculations you have to do in the write up. So here you can see over here for 5 volt it is 8 centimeter and for 10 volt it is 4 centimeter. So this is the second part. Remaining calculations you have to do it on your own basis. In the calculator you have to calculate these values. Okay, now third part for unknown frequencies. So what is the third part? It is the unknown frequencies. Now which unknown frequency we are going to measure? We are going to measure the unknown frequency across this transformer. जैसे हमने वोल्टेज निकाला वैसे ही फ्रीक्वेंसी भी मेजर करेंगे. नाउ हियर यू हैव टू मेक द कनेक्शंस अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस circuit diagram. Here you can observe that this Y terminal is as it is. जो यहाँ है वही यहाँ है, सिर्फ X टर्मिनल जो है वो कहाँ लगाना है? सिग्नल जनरेटर को लगाना है. So what you will do, दिस सिग्नल जनरेटर नॉब जो हमने निकाल के रखते हैं उसको आप X में लगा दोगे, स्विच ऑन करोगे सिग्नल जनरेटर को. ओके, and when both the connections are there, first of all you have to adjust this frequency at lower side. Lower means now below 70 means 50. All of you know AC signal occurs at 50 Hz. So you have to adjust this knob in such a manner that 100 Hz will be the range, and again I will adjust this frequency around 50 Hz. So by moving this variable knob you can adjust the frequency around 50 Hz, and only the important thing which you have to do is that you have to adjust this XY mode of CRO. Now you have to take this CRO in the XY mode. so that you will able to observe such type of a loop. This loop is observed only when the frequency of the unknown signal is matched with the known frequency. Now how can you judge this? Because I have just given 49 or around 50 hertz frequency, which is the AC signal frequency, and transformer gives you the AC signal. So that's why both the frequencies are equal and you are getting such type of a loop. So remember, this single loop is observed only when both the frequencies are equal, any unknown or known. Now according to your table you have to calculate Tx and Ty. Tx क्या होता है? It is the tangential point along x axis and tangential point along y axis. So I can spread this also. So you can observe such type of a, we can make the speed of this quite low also by adjusting the frequency, but for the convenience point of view I am taking directly the 50 hertz. So I will again make it quite smaller, it is easy for you. Now here you can observe this point. This point is nothing but at the instant you have to observe. Okay, it is continuously in the motion. तो आप लोगों को देखना है कि ये ब्राइट स्पॉट दिख रहा है यहाँ पे. तो along x axis how many bright spot you are observing? Only one. This position you observe, it is 1. At the same time here it is also 1. यानी along x axis how many points are in contact? Only 1. गलती से इनको काउंट नहीं करना है. आपको क्या काउंट करना है? इस ब्राइट स्पॉट का नंबर काउंट करना है, not all these blocks. So here you can observe this is the point 1 and this is also point 1. So according to the calculations for the first part, what you will do, Tx is 1, Ty is 1, and what is the frequency which we are giving from the signal generator? It is 50 hertz. So when you will substitute over here all the values, you will get the answer of 50 hertz. Okay, now I will double this frequency. I will make this frequency double, that means 100. So again I will adjust this frequency around 100. You will observe that there is a variation in the loop. Instead of a one loop, you will observe two loops. So here you can observe there are the two loops. See, this is one loop, this is second loop. Now what is the difference over here? Here the difference is along x axis you will get same tangential point number, that means only one point is in contact, but at the same instant there are 2 points along y axis. That means Tx is 1 and Ty is 2. Here you can easily observe, see, these are the 2 points along y, and along x there is only 1 point. So now you will substitute the same answer over here. Tx is 1, Ty is 2. You will write down the calculations. For the third frequency also you will get 1 and 3. That also we can observe. Put all the values over here and take the mean of the all these three frequencies. So I will show you the last pattern also. So I have to vary the frequency range over here because the maximum range was 100 for 100 hertz. So now I am taking for 1k and adjusting at 150. So it is around 150. So here you can observe there is a quite maximum number of loops, so we have to adjust again. See, it is around 150 we have to adjust. So here you will observe 3 loops are there. Okay. So what is the difference? Along y-axis this number of points are increasing. Initially it was 1, then it becomes 2, now it is 3. But along x-axis it is only 1. So again you will calculate the values of Fy by substituting Tx is 1 and Ty equal to 3. So in this manner all these 3 parts you have to perform, okay, or all these 3 parts you have to write down in your journal. Okay, so this is nothing but it is called CRO1 practical, which is giving the basic idea how to calculate the AC voltage, how to calibrate the CRO, how to calculate the unknown frequency of the signals. Okay, thank you.